Hi, welcome to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja, and today we're going to show you a really fabulous sweet potato sweet dish. It's basically sweet potatoes with pecan and coconut crumble. Sounds good, right?
Sounds good to me.
Love sweet potatoes, love pecans, love coconut. And it's a sweet dish. Awesome. So this recipe actually was inspired by Kavita Atul. She's got a blog. It's called Salt as Needed. How appropriate.
So cute.
So cute, yes. So hop on over to her blog, check it out. And this recipe is inspired from that. So thank you, Kavita, for sharing. And let's get started.
So we've got sweet potatoes, of course, to start this dish right here. It's about 1 pound. And we took the regular sweet potatoes, we washed it, we peeled it, and we cubed it. So they're nice sized cubes, like so. And we're ready to cook these things.
So let's get on over to the stove. So in a flat skillet over here, it's a good sized one for enough to fit the sweet potatoes. We've put 1/3 cup of ghee. Now this is a dessert and it's a rich dessert and a yummy one. So we're not going to skimp on that. We are definitely going to use ghee. And we're going to turn it on a medium flame right now. And we're going to add a couple of things to infuse the flavor of the ghee. This is 3 big size cinnamon sticks, approximately 10 sprigs of thyme. And I'm also going to put in a red chili. Now this is optional, but I think it'll balance the sweetness of the potato really beautifully. And we're going to allow the ghee to melt and a little bit of those flavors to infuse in the ghee.
So once those nice aromatics have been in the ghee for a little bit and it's been infused, it smells great right now already, we're going to go ahead and add in our sweet potatoes.
And we're going to just add a pinch of salt to get all the flavors out from the sweet potatoes. And mix.
So once that's mixed in nicely, we're going to go ahead and cover the pan and allow the sweet potatoes to cook. Be sure you keep stirring frequently in between. And any of the liquid that accumulates, you want it out of the pan, not back in.
So we put a little fork through one of the sweet potatoes and it's done, it's soft. We're going to turn off the stove. So we're going to transfer the sweet potatoes only into the pie dish that we're going to be serving it in. So the best thing to do is just remove the chili and the cinnamon and the thyme twigs, whatever you can, and just transfer just the sweet potatoes. Now we're going to be using the ghee for something else later on, so we're just going to put this there.
So our sweet potatoes are off the stove and into our little pie plate or serving dish. And so we're going to make sure that they're flat and one single flat layer, not a mound or anything like that, because we have some topping to go on there. They look amazing and they're delicious just like this, but we're going to even make them better. And we have a little mixing bowl here and we're going to work on the topping.
So we've got 1/3 cup of roughly crushed oats. We've got 1/4 cup of desiccated coconut. You can also use fresh. Large handful of roughly crushed pecans. We like the texture. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. 2 tablespoons of flour.
And we also have our oven preheating at 375 degrees and it's ready for us. And we're going to go ahead and mix this through. Okay, there's no lumps in here.
So to that we're going to add the balance of the ghee left over from the cooking of the sweet potatoes.
And we did pull out all the stems from the thyme and we pulled out all the other spices, and the little leaves from the thyme are still in there and we want them in there.
Right.
And once again we're going to mix this through and make sure all that dry mixture is moistened with that ghee. The ghee is so flavorful because it's got all that infused cinnamon and thyme flavor in there.
And the red chili.
And the red chili. And you just need to work at it a little bit. There we go. There's no dry area at all. Everything is completely coated in that nice ghee. Okay, I'm just going to use my hand and kind of spread that very evenly, or as evenly as I can. A couple of those pecans on top so we can see them nicely.
And the oven is hot. You're going to put it in for 30 minutes. Okay, the sweet potato with coconut and pecan crumble is out, and it just smells amazing.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It actually took only 25 minutes
Right.
in our oven, so please keep an eye on that, between 25 and 30 minutes.
Right, and if you can see, there's a few golden spots, and that was like perfect indicator. Anything more would just dry it out. So I think now we have to just basically serve
Dig
and
in.
try. Yes.
Okay. Ooh, look at that sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Delicious. And it's still very nice and crumbly, which is nice.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look at the combination. I think one of the reasons why people love sweet potatoes is because of the color. First thing you get attracted to is the color, and then of course the taste.
So let's give this a try. Looks amazing.
It does.
Get a little bit of the crumble, a little bit of the sweet potato.
Mm.
Wow.
There's so many things I love about this. The softness of the sweet potato, the crunch of the crumble, slight hint of salt in the sweet potato, and the cinnamon. I can taste the cinnamon towards the end. And I actually got a piece of pecan because we didn't really crush them totally, so I got a bite of that as well.
The texture, how it holds up, it's actually very surprising because we did cook that sweet potato first, then we baked it, and after all of that, look at the texture. It's not like obliterated, like completely mush, nothing.
Yes.
All the texture has held up beautifully.
Absolutely. So you can, serve it with a side of ice cream or some whipped cream on top. It's so delicious.
Okay.
The other tip we'd like to give is, you can always increase the amount of sweet potatoes if you like. I think it'll still be great because if you have a bigger family to feed, or you're making it for a bigger party, you can either double the recipe or you can just add in more potatoes. It'll still be delicious.
Yeah, even keeping the crumble recipe ingredients, the amounts exactly the same, just increase the amount of sweet potatoes and it'll still perfectly, I think, work with this recipe. Just increase your pan size, right?
So thank you, Kavita, so much for this awesome recipe. Guys, go check out Salt as Needed.
And if you like this recipe and you'd like to see more videos from us, please subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you'll be the first to know every time we post a new recipe.
And make sure you share it with your friends and give us a thumbs up. And join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.